Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I hope you're all doing great. Today I am going to be doing some work on this wig by A.W. Fajar. She's made by Vivica Fox, and I just love this wig. I love the wavy curl pattern on her. I love the dimension in the blonde color. And there's a little bit of a darker blonde, almost a reddish blonde down here. There's a couple things that I need to fix before I can wear her. And one of them is trimming the bangs, which is no big deal. But she also has one of those natural skin parts, which I don't feel this one looks too natural because it looks too perfect. Does that make sense? And also kind of thick here. So we're going to be thinning this out and making it look a little more natural. There's also, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some plastic under there in their attempt to, you think you can see it better on this, on the underside, in their attempt to make it look like natural scalp. But it's so thick that you really can't see the scalp. And I don't really want a plastic look shining through, so we're going to have to put something to kind of dull that shine, or maybe even some concealer to make it the right color. But we'll get a closer look at it once we get rid of some of that hair. But first, we're going to trim the bangs and get those taken care of. I think there might be a little bit of box hair. Might need to take my blow brush and put some gentle heat to them to just reshape the bangs. It didn't really come in a box. It came like in a cardboard ring and then a plastic covering around it. So, I mean, that happens even if you're buying a wig that comes in a box. Sometimes that does happen. But this one is heat friendly up to 392 degrees, and the blow brush is very gentle anyway. So let's get started. So I just have her pinned back here. So I just have the hair of the bangs that I'm going to be working on. I don't want to be accidentally cutting any of the longer hairs. And she does, as you can see, she does need a trim, but not that much. You want to make sure that the edge of the wig is where your normal hairline is. And for me, that's 4 fingers from my eyebrows. I've made that mistake before where my wig was too far back. And then when I trimmed the bangs, of course, they were too short and the wig was junk. So I just have some regular hair cutting scissors that I believe these are made by Goody. They're like definitely under $10. Got them at Walmart. So that's all we're going to be using here to do the trimming anyway. So I'm just going to grab all those hairs. I may have to take in some long hairs if I want to have a fuller bang on the sides, but we will just work with the bangs that they gave us for now. Okay, just kind of combing them so they're all the same. So we're going to be twisting all the hairs together because we want it'll end up a little bit shorter in the middle here, and it'll be like a curved bang. So we start just very slow. And then see where you're at. We're not there yet. So same thing. So just a little at a time. We may also end up thinning these bangs. All right, I had to do a little more trimming with my bathroom mirror because I just couldn't see what I was doing here with just the camera. I think what I should have done before I did anything is to straighten out the bangs with the blow brush, because I don't know if you can see, but they just kind of want to go every which way. And I don't want like certain parts of my bang to be shorter because it was curling that way. So just using this blow brush that I got by Conair, and see if we can straighten out the bangs and then take it from there. Okay, so they look better already. As you can see, they're longer on this side. And so at this point, it looks like they're probably the right length on this side here. And just going to be doing some trimming, like diagonal, like dirty bang trimming. And I think I'm going to be doing some thinning of the bangs as well. It's getting in my eyes. So the blow brush is just a gentle heat, and you can see I was putting my hand over it, just kind of keep the heat in, and they've already cooled off. But once you're putting heat to the wig, you don't want to mess with it too much because you've already changed the shape of the fibers, and you want to let them cool before you do anything else to them. So I did do some more of that trimming off camera so I could see what I was doing. If you want a full video on how I do the bangs, I can leave a link down below on a previous video with a different wig. But I think the length is good right now. I am going to do a little bit of thinning to the bangs just to give it a more realistic density, and then also do thinning on the very end of the bangs to give it just to kind of taper them a little bit, and so they're not rubbing on my eyebrows as much. So we will get her set up on the wig head and show you how I do that. Okay, so we have her on the wig head, and these are my thinning shears. You have a very sharp blade here and a serrated blade here. So you're not cutting all the hairs, you're just cutting like every other hair or so. So the first thing we're going to want to do is just section off like the top layer of the bangs. So when we're done, these will lay over the area that we've thinned, and you won't have any hairs poking through. Okay, so I just have those clipped back out of the way. And I'm just going to start like from an inch down where the hair comes out of the wig, and just so you can see. Oh, it fell off. We're just going to go down the line here. So just a little bit of hair, and you can see things are getting thinned out here. And then one more area here. The more you can do to make things look realistic. So we're just going to put that hair back over. So now I just want to do like the edge, the very bottom edge of the bangs. I'm just going to maybe do like the lower, the first inch. Just thinning that out. kind of feather it, feather the hair. Okay, so you can see that it's not as full of a bang, more realistic looking. So now we're going to get to the fun part and work on that part. Okay, so I have a couple different tweezers here. I think just the regular tip tweezers will be fine. I don't think I'll have to resort to these other ones. So we're just going to be removing 1 or 2 hairs at a time. You don't want to be taking big clumps out. Just going to go along the hair part here on both sides. So you can see here that already looking way more natural, and this has only taken me like 5 minutes. If I was sitting down and someone was standing next to me, it looks more like a natural skin part. It wouldn't raise any questions. You are seeing some of that plastic shining through. So I'm gonna try, someone recommend some cornstarch. I'm gonna try a little arrowroot powder in there and see how that works. Just have some arrowroot powder. If you have cornstarch, that would work as well. I just have a small makeup brush here. Just gonna dab into the hairline. Oh yeah, that works good. That works perfect. Looks a lot more natural than trying to sneak some concealer in there. Wow. Yep, that did the trick. Thank you to the viewer who suggested that. So I got rid of that shine. In the plastic part. So you could also do some face powder, but I think this looks great. All right, can't wait to try her on. So happy to add this wig to my collection. She's under $32. I'll leave a link down below to her. Just gorgeous. And I'm glad we were able to fix that part. Hopefully you can see it. And we got rid of that shine. I think I still need to do a little trim here around this eye for the bangs, but I think they have a more natural density to them now, as well as the part. And the rest of the wig was already perfect. I love these waves. I love the length. And I have a red color I have my eye on in this style. So now I'm not going to be afraid to try that new color. Well, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope this has been helpful. If you have a wig that looks really wiggy up here, there's things that we can do to make things look more natural and not raise any suspicion to people that are looking at us for the first time. They're not even going to notice. I mean, most of the time, people don't realize you're wearing a wig. I get so many compliments on my wigs, on my hair, and they're always like surprised that it's a wig. Wigs today have come so far versus the wigs of when our grandmothers and great-grandmothers, if they had to wear wigs, then yeah, totally different. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And we will see you next time. Bye.